got a question for you, right? Are you a person who loves to play golf in the morning? So you get a Saturday tee time. Are you morning or an afternoon player? We're early morning here. I've definitely turned myself more into a morning person. It's rounds quicker, less people on the golf course, greens are fresher. How do you play in the afternoon? Why? Okay, so this tip right now changed my life, and the reason why I say it so dramatically, when I was younger, I could not play links golf to save my life. I hit the ball so high, I didn't compress it, I didn't make a divot. So I learned to create a divot by actually hitting punch shots. So I learned to hit down on the golf ball through hitting a punch shot. And I'll explain why. Let's go to yardage. By the way, this green's sick. So, 178. Another long one. I got the wind wrong on the last one. So what we've got to think about here is, when we're trying to hit a punch shot, we're trying to hit something that goes lower with less spin. So first thing I would do is I tend to go one more club than I would feel normal. Depending on the wind severity, you might go an extra club more than that. So I'm going to go 5 iron here. I hit 6 iron on the last. That came up short. That was 186 flag, went about 160. So I'm going 5 iron, 1 club more than I usually would. Now let's get into the technicalities of how do we hit down the golf ball, how do we compress our irons, and how do I hit this punch shot. So first things first, where do we grip the club? We're going to grip down slightly. And what I want you to feel is, if you're a golfer who traditionally would grip towards the top, like me, I want you to have even amount of grip on the top and the bottom, okay? Or bottom and top, whatever way around you want to think about it. First point. Second point, we're going to put that ball back in our stance and put our weight on our left hand side. Those 2 points will really encourage me to hit down the golf ball. So, ball slightly back, weight on my left hand side. You can clearly see now, if I take a few practice swings, where my divot would actually be more descending. So if you're really struggling with this, this is great. You might actually turn this into a shot that you hit on a normal basis. So my ball back, weight left, and through the whole motion, I'm going to keep my weight on my left hand side. The final piece to this puzzle is I want you to swing no farther back than shoulder height and through than shoulder height. Shorter swing, less speed, less spin. How many times do we swing slower and actually find the middle? This is why I think this tip will change your golf game. Ball back, weight left, helps hit down on it. So many golfers struggle getting onto their left side. So many golfers struggle trying to hit the ball too hard. 3/4 speed, 3/4 length swing. Pull elastic band back a little bit, it only goes through a little bit. Helps you control this. So simple tips that will really help you compress this golf ball. Final thing to do here is just say you're going to aim a little bit to the left. Hitting down on it will encourage you to swing a little bit more into out, so aiming a little bit left will sort of counteract that. Okay. Get your line, work through your stance, grip your club, grip down, ball back, weight left, 3/4 swing, and then keep the weight left throughout the whole motion. Really get a feeling of hitting down on that ball. Get a piece. Sit. I think we managed just to creep on the side of that green there. That was a really, really nice shot. So let's just talk a little bit more about what we're trying to control when we're trying to... We'll clean the club first. Can't not do it with a dirty club. Okay. Somebody said to me the other day, you're obsessed with your irons. I know. I know. Okay, so when we're trying to hit a lower shot, we're trying to control 2 things in that impact position. We're trying to control the spin, which is sort of speed, but also the most important thing is we're trying to hit down on it more and reduce the dynamic loft of the golf club. If we were to hit down on it more and not reduce dynamic loft, we'd just create too much spin on the ball, and that would go higher and right up into the wind. So we're trying to hit down and we're trying to reduce our dynamic loft. I enjoyed that shot, and that's exactly why I think it really changed my life. It changed my golf game because I found out how to take a divot, and so can you. Oh, I didn't move. Now this is where this golf course goes from great to brilliant. How good's that? Actually sort of reminds me of the spectacles at Carnoustie. Tip coming at you. So in narrow scenarios like this, where unfortunately there are going to be some holes when you do play where you can't not do anything but hit driver, I want you just to think, right, okay, what's your stock shot? So finding out your stock shot on the golf course is hard to do. So finding out your stock shot when you're going to the driving range next, do this for me. Finish your session. 15 balls. I want you to stand there. I want you to hit what you feel as your most comfortable, most rhythmical swing, and let's have a look what ball flight comes out. Set 2 targets on the left and on the right. How many times you hit the fairway with that shot? Okay, note it down, because when you get to scenarios like this, you can pull on that past knowledge of what is your stock shot. So 15 balls, what is your most comfortable swing, what ball flight comes out, because that is how you're going to find it. Little tip for you in this, for my stock shot, I tend to tee that golf ball down just that little bit lower. Finally, while on the golf ball, pointing directly towards where I want the ball to finish, I know for me, I play a little bit of a fade, so I can aim just a hair left of the line on my ball. Right, this needs a good one. Come on, Alex. My 2 practice swings, really distinctive marker where I'm going to start the ball, where I'm going to finish the ball. I've towed it. Get down. That's a terrible shot. Terrible, terrible, terrible shot. So far out the toe. Now, you might be thinking, I'm not good enough to have a stock shot. You are. The sooner you find out what your stock shot is, the better. Now, obviously, I didn't play a great shot there. I think I'm okay, but it's having a plan. It's having a plan of action. As long as you can stand on the back of every single shot and go, you know what? I planned that to the best of my ability. It doesn't guarantee a good shot, but it gives you the best chance. Now, you see what I mean about how narrow this is. So, a little bit of a wounded pigeon for me. Ideally, I was trying to fade it off this side or off that last bunker on the left and sort of finish near that fairway. Out of the rough, it's going to play thick, especially when it's wet. It's going to play a little bit thicker and it's below my feet. This is going to be a tough shot. 151. I really don't know what to do here. Things I've got to think about is the ball's sat down, so I need a lot of speed. It's also below my feet, so it's going to go shorter. 151. I think I'm going to have to go wedge here and just hit it as hard as I can. That might sound like a strange sort of thing to do. Thing is, I fear 9-9, if it does jump, I can't go long. Whereas I can be short, as long as I cover these bunkers, and with pitching wedges, and I can, more loft, it helps me in thicker, wetter grass, and I can hit it a little bit harder and not fear that long one. I think 9-9, it probably is the club, but psychologically I'm going to be stood there thinking, I potentially got too much club. In scenarios like this, I mean, now I'm thinking about it, maybe it is 9-9. No, I'm going to go pitching wedge and just hit it as hard as I can. Below my feet, it's going to go short, it's going to go out left to right, but I just can't go long here. I just can't go long. So, bend those knees a little bit more, stay in the slope, have a few practice swings because of the grass, because of the severity of the slope. I'm going to aim at it because I know there's more room right than there is left, and it will move left to right for me. There we go. Hold on to your hats, everybody. Grip it tight in that left hand. Oh, get down, it's jumped. Get down. Oh, we're on the green. Get in there. That is some shot I've just played there. I mean, I guess there is a bit of luck. I say it's on the green. It sort of went over a bit of a bunker. That worked out just perfect. Now don't forget, in every one of these YouTube videos we have a PDF guide. Simple tips, we'll write them down, we'll choose the best ones that we think will really help improve you and your golf game. This is the one that really changed my golf game, and hopefully it will do for you too. Look forward to joining you tomorrow, same time.